Hello everybody, it's Larry and welcome to today's video, and we are going to bring you something that is fairly new to Ancestry. It's a deep dive feature particularly on certain censuses, and in this case the 1940 census. So let's take a look. So if you go, we're going to go into my tree and we're going to look at my father, since I don't have a lot of information on him, even though he's my father, because of the whole DNA surprise thing. I'm going to click on search, and so I like to search from the tree because it autofills all the information. So I click on search, and we're going to look for this 1940 census. All right, so you know when you hover over it and it gives you information, right? You get the basic info. But watch this. I'm going to click on 1940 census, and looky here. There's more to discover in this record. Dive deeper into the life of Larkin D. Brown in 1940. And it says start tour. So click on that, and what it's going to do is it's actually going to show you the census and help you read it. All right, and it's going to give you a lot of information. So it says, let's revisit the 1940 census and see what we can find about Larkin, in your tree. So it says next, we're going to highlight the information from this record that might help you make more discoveries about Larkin in your tree. And this is, Larkin lived on Colette Street, southeast in Antlers, Oklahoma. Now I can click here for a street view, and it's going to actually bring up Google Maps. And it tells me the population of Antlers was very small, only 3,254. Now it knew where he was from here. So many of us have looked at the census, and you look at the house numbers and things like that, and they don't always stand out and mean something to us. All right, so right here it tells you that. Now it does tell you down in here on the page a little lower, and I'll show you that in a sec, but it is here and it's kind of hidden. All right, next it says right here O and 400. It says the O indicates that Larkin's grandmother owned this home. It was valued at $400, 7,600 in today's dollars, which is kind of you can't use old dollars in today dollars because that's really not fair. I saw some that says, okay, well, the land paid to the Caddo Indians, for instance, was 8 cents an acre, and that was ripped off because 8 cents an acre would be today X number of dollars, which is like $8 or $12 an acre, which would be absolutely insane. But at that same time in Texas, where most of the Caddo moved, an acre of land was 4 cents an acre. So it was twice as much there. So what does that mean? If they bought twice as much and it was 4 cents an acre there, well, that'd mean that was $6 an acre in Texas at the time. So you got to really be careful when you look at the dollars like that. This same house, you obviously would not go to Antlers, Oklahoma, find this house that he lived at in 1940 and be able to buy the land and that house for $7,600. It'd probably be $50,000. So why it was only $400 there, which is $7,600 in today's value, that house and property is really worth $40,000. Just like an acre of land is no longer worth 4 or 8 cents an acre or even $12 in today's dollars. You're going to pay hundreds of dollars or thousands depending on where, or even more. So be careful when it says today's dollars. It's a cool thing. It's kind of like saying, ooh, I'm this much of this ethnicity, but not really, because the borders change and it really has nothing to do with that. Okay. Next, it says these are the household members, and there's a circled X next to her name because she's the one that answered the census questions. Okay. Sarah A. McFarland. And then these are the ages of all the people in the house. And this indicates the education level for each of the people. So Sarah had 2 years of education, which means she went to 2nd grade. And then Dolly was in 5th. And then the children, without naming their names here, 8 years, 4 years, 1 year, and 1 year, respectively. Okay? So it says, here's Larkin, and you can view the information about Larkin. And so that's what it does in the deep dive. So if you look right here, here's the Colette Street, and see the sheet number 23A, that this sheet, if you look at the actual census, you can see on the strip, it's on page 46 here, but the sheet number is right there, 29A. Now, here's another thing on the deep dive that you may or may not know, and it depends on your default view. You may be looking at the census when it comes up like this, but over here at the right, in the top right, okay, the top one is full screen mode, okay, so that makes it full screen mode. But the one just under it has this little arrow pointing to the left in the line, okay, and here it has the arrow right, and that slides this on the right in and out. We're going to slide it out here. It says 1940 census, okay, for Larkin. But looky here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 additional documents, suggested records to look at, plus 10 suggested records. So you've got view all 10 suggested records for Larkin. It includes Find a Grave, which for Larkin Daniel Brown is his Find a Grave, U.S. Veterans grave sites because of his military background, Department of Veterans Affairs, Social Security Index, obituaries, newspapers obituary index. Okay, so you have all of this information pertaining to this person. And it's all right here on the right hand side on the census report. It has not always been here. This is kind of a new feature. And then you got the related, you got the detail. So this is the detail, the default that you normally get. This is the detail. We all go into here, but we all look at it and say, okay, here's the detail. We kind of ignore it and we just slide it to the side and we move on. But you want to make sure you bring this out, okay? And then click on the related. And this will give you the related sources to this person, which is very, very handy. And then the sources, and it'll give you the sources for the information. But yeah, check out this middle one. There's detail, related, and source. Check on those and get these additional clues. So it says that there's 10 additional clues. Well, how many were there for Larkin on our main page when we went to his profile page? Well, let's go back to our tree and look. So we're going to go to our tree, click on tree, go to the 2019 tree. We're going to click on his profile and go to his profile page. How many hints do you think it has for Larkin? Right there, it's got 9 hints. So we got an additional hint on the other one. So let's look at somebody else. Do we get the same number as in our tree? Well, let's go on up the tree a little bit. Let's look at William. So we're going to go to his profile. And he's got 2 hints. Okay? Now, he died in 1923, so we're not going to get a whole lot more hints, but we'll look at the 1900 census. All right, we're going to look at related. Look at this. 14 suggested records to look for that are associated. There's his son Clarence, Caroline, his wife, William Brown, all that. Now, on his page, he just had 2. So you can get more record hints over there and bring them in to, because they had some on Caroline, some on his children. Now these are 2 specific to him, but there were also some specific to him on that other page. More than just 2 that were about William Brown. So there's William Brown, William Brown, William Brown. There's 4 right there, and all 4. There's another William, William, Caroline, and there's a William L, which probably is not him. Clarence, which is a son. There's William A. Okay, U.S. Army Transport Services. Okay, that's most likely him. I've not even looked at that one before. Didn't know to look at it until I was doing this video. So there's 14 hints related to William Brown that are right here. So check out the deep dive, the new deep dive features both in the 1940 census, where you just pull up the 1940 census page and do start tour, and it walks you through on how to read that census and helps give you a little more information. Don't forget to actually go to that page and make sure you click on related, and it may default to detail or to source, but make sure this middle one, related, that you click on it, and that'll give you the maximum amount of information that you can get on that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you had a great Christmas. We got New Year coming up. So now I'm going to wish everybody a Happy New Year. And we will probably see you one more time before New Year. There's one more thing coming out. I said there would be probably 1 to 3 videos before the end of the year. So you've gotten the My Heritage one on their revamp of how we look at ethnicity. We have the Ancestry Deep Dive. What will the next one be? Stay tuned.